Welcome back, everyone, to another review. Yes, I know these videos are going to be a little later. Some from Saturday are going to be posted on Monday and everything. It's just, I've had some circumstances over the weekend that rendered me unable to record videos, and I refrained from watching the anime episodes, so I'm going to watch them then record, and that takes a little while in itself. So all my videos are going to be posted on Monday, so it's going to be a little bit of a spam to your news feeds and all that, but don't worry about it. After that, I'll resume my regular upload schedules of episodes and all that, and then I'll probably post a video talking about my whole schedule when it comes to school and all that. But now, let's get on to this review, which is for the monthly update of Shingeki no Kyojin Chapter 72. And boy, this was a really damn long chapter, like, holy shit. I don't know the episode count because when I read it on Kiss Manga, it's just all of them, all pages and everything, so I don't bother having to click and everything. I can just continue on. Links in the description, by the way. You can go check out the chapter and follow me on Twitter. But yeah, for Chapter 72, this was actually a pretty damn good chapter. We had, like, at the very beginning, we had a lot of hype and everything, because they relayed what Instructor Shaddis told them and everything, and that Grisha, which is Eren's father, had been most likely investigating the royal family, and he was doing a bunch of stuff he couldn't tell. So they theorized what could be in the basement is the memories of the first outside world and all that, of the stuff before the Titans and everything. So that's what could be in the basement. And personally, I actually think that might be the case, but it also might be something even more important and significant than that. Because this series does love to do a lot of plot twists, and it's probably going to be another major plot twist when they actually find out what's in the basement. And with that, we also had, like, they were prepared to go in 2 days. We had Eren make a decision and all that about having, since he only has one arm and everything, he made a decision to still go. He said it means more to them who Levi threatened to break his leg so he wouldn't be able to go. He'd have to stay there because Levi was looking out for him and all that, because he's most likely going to become Titan fodder, as Levi put it, and everything. So he looked out for him, but Eren kept insisting, and eventually Levi gave in and he said, "I'll believe in your decision," because Eren really wants to be on the front lines and to direct his command and help retake Wall Maria. It means a lot to him, and that was nice to see. Then we had them have a party the night before they left and everything, pretty much of just celebrating for that they're going to actually take this mission, and you just see all this happiness and all this fun time, and they splurged on getting a bunch of meat, which isn't very rare for which is actually very rare for the Survey Corps. And when they did that, Sasha went insane, and she started, like, she took a whole thing of meat and ate it herself, was trying to eat it herself. Connie had to restrain her. Jean took the meat away from her. She started trying to bite Jean. Her eyes are, like, rolled back in her head. She's attacking. She punched one of the new recruits and everything in the face. She even punched Mikasa in the stomach. Mikasa's just standing there taking it while the guy, his nose is bleeding and all that. So we had a little bit of a crazy potato girl. Like, even unconscious, she was still striking out. Connie had literally had choked her out and everything, and she was unconscious, and she was still punching and all that. So they had to tie her up to one of the support beams and gag her, and she was thrashing around when they started talking about eating again. Then we also come to find out, after that, where Jean was starting to mock Eren before and everything, and Eren, when he mocked him the first time after the whole events with Historia and him almost being eaten by Historia, he actually really gave a comeback and all that, and you could see he was no longer, like, devoid of energy. He actually had a lot of energy in him, and he and Jean got in a fight, and it just throws you back to the times when they were in the training academy, and they brawled it out in there, and he kicked Jean's ass, and Jean kicked his ass, and all that, and it just throws you back to a lot of times, like, it makes you so reminiscent of what's happened so far. And another surprise, here's actually the major surprising thing in the chapter. From the time that the Colossal Titan attacked the top of the wall and everything where Eren was stationed, and everything where he had to eventually plug the hole to this point, it's only been 3 months. 3 months! They've captured the female Titan. They've encountered the Beast Titan. They're already planning to retake Wall Maria. 3 months. So much has gone on. in 3 months. So that was one of the major surprising things in this, and I'm still shocked as hell. And here, the reason why I'm saying this chapter was probably one of the best ones in turn. Actually, you guys don't know why I'm saying it just yet, because in terms of character development for Eren, it's one of the best. It really is. And it also has a little bit of development for Levi and Erwin. It just has an overall character development in here you don't see too much often in this, since it's so action-packed and fast-paced and all that. We have Erwin, who is firmly believing in everything and wanting to be on there. That's still more character development for him. Levi doesn't know what he wants to do for the future, or what they're gonna do for the future after they retake Wall Maria, and he doesn't know what he wants to really do. And Eren, with this whole character development, he fights Jean and he gets back, and Jean tells him that if he keeps acting suicidal, he's going to end up getting Mikasa and Armin killed, and he keeps that in mind, and he's learning. And when he's actually outside and all that, and Mikasa and Armin didn't step in the fight, no one stepped in until Levi kicked both Jean and Eren's ass and then told someone to clean that up because they're getting too rowdy. They said he was going to heal and everything. But Eren he comes forward with a bunch of things he's kept secret. Like, he said one of the reasons he was always angry or depressed and everything was he came face to face with the whole, he can't be as good as Mikasa. He even said it pissed him off, it irritated him. He admitted it and accepted it. He would never be as good as Mikasa in terms of soldier regards. He has his Titan's power, but he said he felt useless and it irritated him that he could never be as good or as skilled or just be as badass as Mikasa and Levi. It always made him feel useless whenever he had to be protected. And he came face to face with this. It was something we knew he struggled with, and then he wanted to deny and act like a brat about sometimes. But when he came forward and actually admitted this to Mikasa, and Levi was listening in, you can show he's grown as a character. He accepts he's starting to accept his faults, and to see how Eren has grown from chapter 1, and then when he was in the military, and then to this point in time, to see how he's grown, to see how he's struggling, and how he's realizing he has these faults and these really irks he has, and he wants to correct himself and actually get better. That's why this is one of my favorite chapters so far, because we have so much development for Eren, and how he's just really accepting of his faults, pretty much. He wants to be super useful, and now that he actually he can be useful with his Titan powers and all that, he realizes he can't be like Mikasa, but he can still be good in his own way, and that's some good character development right there for him. So after that, there was even a sad moment where they thought they saw Hans, who had died a long 20 chapters back or something, 30 chapters back. They saw a guy looking similar to Hans, but when they saw his face, they knew it wasn't Hans. That was a sad moment. And then they started talking about the outside, the sea, volcanoes, deserts, and how Armin, after they retake Wall Maria, the reason he joined the Survey Corps is so he can actually go see the outside world. And he starts talking about all this, and Eren goes, "Yeah, I'll join you. Let's do that." So they plan on going to the sea, where they can find all kinds of fish and all that. They want to go to the sea, so that's a goal that would happen later on after they retake Wall Maria and get their lands back from the Titans. So it was really, really good to see that whole happen and everything. I'm really liking now it's more slower pace, kind of, while keeping a nice, good atmosphere around it. Then we had, it's begun. The operation, it has begun. The Survey Corps, they left that and everything. They got lowered down on carts and on these platforms. They got lowered down on their horses and all that to the fields because the gate is sealed and they had the Titan guillotine. And the send-off they were given by all of the citizens. Even, at first it was the new recruits going yeah and everything and celebrating that and saying they would take back the walls and all that when they were when they were receiving the send-off. Then Erwin says, I don't think we've ever had a send-off like this before. And then he goes, yeah! And you see him. He's just so ecstatic. Then everyone else starts joining in. And you see the whole Survey Corps just really ecstatic and just so happy about it. And they're just saying, we'll retake it. And at the very last panel of this chapter, we saw Bert and Ernie. Oh, sorry. We saw Bert and Reynold. Rainer, sorry. Yeah, Bert and Rainer. They were sitting there, and it looks like Bert has a little bit of a different hairstyle now, and they're waiting in Shiganshina. The operation to retake Wall Maria has begun. The next few chapters are really good, and it's really winding down towards its last arc. They might even add an arc afterwards of what, like the mini epilogue or something, who knows. But I'm enjoying this. If you like the chapter or you like this review, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks, the usual. This is AutoX Nation here, my lovely community, citizens, and civilians. I'll see you guys in the next video. So, have a good day, watch lots of anime, read lots of manga, check out the links in the description, and I'm AutoX Nation here. Present in the flesh. Thank you a lot, my loyal community, citizens, and civilians. Couldn't do this without you guys. I enjoy talking with you. So, leave your thoughts in the description below. Are you hyped up for the next few chapters? What do you think of Sasha going crazy over me? What do you think about Eren's growth? Yeah, the usual. So, just be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and tell me your thoughts. Bye-bye, guys.